Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do this really bright summery orange eyeshadow look using the Colourpop Orange You Glad palette. Now this is a really simple orange eyeshadow look that is just perfect for the summer. Here's the shades in the palette and stick around to see how I created this look. So again, here is the palette that I'm going to be using for this summery orange eyeshadow look. This is the Colourpop Orange You Glad palette. It's a 9-pan palette and here are all of the gorgeous orange shades. So definitely more of a tropical feel from this palette than like an autumnal feel. And I think this is just perfect to create really on-trend summery orange eyeshadow look. To start this look, I'll just be laying down an eye base. I'm using my Beauty Bay eye base in base 1. This is a white eye base and is great for this kind of look because it will just help the shades be as vibrant as they possibly can be. You could use your finger or brush or sponge for this. I'll just use my finger because I find it's quicker. To start this look off, I'm going to be laying down a base with shade Creamsicle. This is quite a nice soft orange shade. So you can see it's just a nice base shade here for this look. I'm just going to bring this out in line with my eyebrow and then just into my eye towards my lashes. Got a good placement now, so I'll just start to buff that out a bit just to soften it at the edges. So you just do circular motions, you'll just get a nice buffed out effect on the edge. And now I'm happy with that, I'll go and do exactly the same on my other eye. Now that that's all done on both eyes, I'm going to be focusing on the outer part of my eye and my crease. And the shade I'm going to be using for that is this one here. This is Mimosa Mami, and this is a really nice, bright, vibrant orange. I just want to focus this right on the outer part and then just into my crease. This has almost got like almost like a neon vibe to it, this shade. It's really beautiful. So just softly into the outer part of the eye and then into your crease. You can just blend this one as you go, like so, and I will just get my other eye done. Next up, and just focusing on my lid this time, I'm going to be going back in with shade Sunkiss'd, which is probably the brightest orange shade in this palette. I've just got a flat brush for this time, just so I can focus getting this all on my lid. This is another really easy to apply shade. I think, to be honest, all the shades in this palette are really easy to apply and they are so pigmented. I'm just going to bring that up slightly into the crease just to get a nice blend, and then obviously out towards the outer part where I've got the other shades already. So now I've got all of that down, I'll just do the same for this eye as well. Before I go ahead and do any glitter on my upper lid, I'm going to be focusing on getting my lower lid done. This is just so I don't disturb the glitter too much whilst I'm trying to do the lower lid. But first of all, I'm going to be going back in with shade Mimosa Mami just on the outer part of my lower lash line, and then towards the centre of my lower lash line I'll be going back in with shade Sunkiss'd, and then I'll just blend them in the middle. I have opted for a smaller brush just because it will give me a bit more precision on the part of this look. So this is Mimosa Mami just on the outer part. Just want to make sure you're bringing it all the way up to the top so the look is nice and cohesive and you've not got a gap without shadow. Worry about the placement first, and then once you've got both shades down, then you can think about getting them nicely blended. So just the same for this one. I'll do this shade first and then I'll go back in with Sunkiss'd on both eyes. Now Mimosa Mami's down on both eyes, I'm going back in with Sunkiss'd just to fill in this gap here. The shades are so easy to blend, so don't worry, you're not going to have a really harsh line on the bottom of your eye. So they should have a nice even blend, and then the same for this eye. The last step for the eyeshadow of this look is going to be applying this beautiful glitter here. This is shade Clementine. So this is why I wanted to leave this till last, because I didn't want there to be too much fallout or the glitter to be disturbed too much by doing obviously the lower part of this look. I have got this flat brush again, and a good tip is, or what I always do, is I just spritz this with a little bit of setting spray, because it will just help the glitter to stay in place, especially with these Colourpop glitters, which are really, really beautiful. If you've ever tried any of their palettes before or seen them, then you'll know sometimes you'll get, you know, one of these really stunning glitters. I will swatch all of the shades at the end, so don't worry, you will get to see them up close, but that's all of the product on my brush, and I'm just going to dab this all over my top lid. Precision here is not key, you just want to get a bit of the glitter distributed all over your lid. And what I love is, because the pieces of glitter are quite big, of course you don't lose any of the eyeshadow that you've got underneath, you're just enhancing it rather than covering it up. So there's one, and I'll just get the other one done now. I genuinely don't know how they make these shades, but they are stunning. And there's all of that placed nicely on both eyes. Now I've got all the shadow down, I'm just going to do my eyeliner and my mascara, just opting for an eyeliner in the waterline, because to be honest, I don't really want to disturb or cover up any of the beautiful glitter shade. Just got my Wet n Wild black kohl pencil, and as I said, just going to be popping that in my waterline. Lastly, just for my mascara, I've got my Maybelline Great Lash Mascara, and just pop that onto my lashes. Lashes are all done, and just time to finish this look off by doing my lips. I have got this Shane Dawson Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Ryland. So this really lovely peachy pink. And there is the final completed look. I will just show you a close-up just so you can see it in a little bit more detail. I think this look is just perfect for the summer. It just screams out tropical and bright and vibrant to me. I just think it's a really lovely, simple look to do for the summer. The final thing I'm going to do is just to swatch all 9 shades, just so you can see them a bit more close up. So this is the first 5 shades of this palette swatched. The first one at the top here, this is shade Zested. This is just like a nice kind of pale orange matte shade. Underneath that is a really lovely shimmer. This is shade Squeeze Me. Underneath that is shade Creamsicle, a bit darker again. Underneath that is Rise and Grind, and underneath that is Clementine, which is that really gorgeous glitter. It was quite hard actually to get a good swatch of that shade, but trust me, it is a really beautiful shade. And then these are the final 4 shades. So at the top here we've got Sunkiss'd, which I used in this look. Underneath that is another gorgeous shimmer. This is Tangerine Dreams. Underneath that is Mimosa Mami, which I also use for this look. And last but not least is this almost like a brown matte. It's kind of like an orange toned brown shade. This is shade You Peel Me. So the shades obviously are all related to oranges or, you know, citrus, which I think is really fun. This is a really great fun palette, and if you don't have this in your collection and you're thinking about getting it, I would definitely recommend picking up this palette. The shades are super pigmented. I have used this a few times. I think actually with the exception of You Peel Me, I have actually used all of the shades in this palette at various times, and they all perform really, really well. Easy to blend, easy to build. I don't have problems with fallout, which is great because I don't feel like I'm wasting any of the product. It is a cruelty-free palette as well from Colourpop. I know not all of their makeup is, but it does say on the back of this one that this one is. So just a great all-round palette really. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you again in my next video.